and hit this, and play this.
I love our morning show.
Good morning, everyone. What is going on? Hopefully, the audio sounds very good and not too loud, because I know last week the audio was like extremely loud, so I apologize for that. But yeah, we're here. We're live on the latest episode of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. Y'all already know who I am, Silverback Senpai, and joining me on the other side is, of course, our two co-hosts, Waluigi and AJ, and our guest in the middle, Adam Red Creations.
Salutations, my dude. How's it going?
Good. Tired.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
So, this episode of the podcast is available on... Well, it's not going to be available on SoundCloud anymore because monetization sucks over there. So
What?
yeah, so we're
No one wants to listen
after
to our
last
mixtapes.
week's episode, we're no longer on SoundCloud no more. I'm done with
The
it.
fuck?
I know.
What did you guys do?
Nothing. We didn't do anything. It's just
No,
that
no one
it's
listens to
just
mixtapes,
SoundCloud's not popular. Everybody's on Spotify, so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah,
we're
that
currently
is-
at
that
right
is
now.
true.
We're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're on everything else. We're on Amazon Music too. Like we're everywhere.
iHeartRadio.
Except SoundCloud, because
Rip.
Fuck it.
Anyways, it's good to be back for another episode. Last week we went over news, but now we got an interview today with
Absolutely.
this lovely chap right here.
Yay. All right, so in traditional fashion, when we have new guests on the podcast, we always want to ask them what is their gaming origins, their gaming background, like what got them into gaming. So, Adam, of course, since you were here when we did Coco, we're going to be asking you the same questions that we asked her. So, what got you into gaming? Like, give us your gaming origin story.
I'll keep it a buck. I wasn't mentally here when she was doing her thing.
That's
So whatever
fair
you
enough.
asked her, it's fresh to me. But yeah, for me growing up, I have a brother that rarely talked about. Like, he'll come up every now and then. I have an
Didn't
older
even
brother.
notice.
Yeah. So growing up with him, gaming with him is kind of how things started and progressed or whatever. Like, we would play everything together. Like, either like the Mario games on the Wii, like PS2 stuff. Like, there's one Ratchet and Clank game that is like super co-op and super like good. That like that shit, it took me off. But
Do you remember what it's called?
Deadlocked.
Yes, I fucking
Bro.
knew you were gonna say Deadlock. That's
so
the
good.
fucking best one,
So
bro.
good. It's so good.
It is the best one.
I would play that right now if I had it easily accessible.
Me fucking too, man.
But like, if before all that, like, my first console was an Atari. I had like the joystick with the little button with
Oh,
the
wow.
cube on the screen.
Old school.
That was my first ever console. And then the next one right after that, like, when I was like woke up in my not adulthood, but like when I became conscious, GameCube, and then took off. I started playing like Smash Melee, and then eventually like I got a little more into the fighting game stuff. I even competed a little bit in Smash 4.
Really?
Yeah, I've
That's
been.
interesting.
You guys are always talking about how like you want like cosplayers to join like the
Yes.
FGC. I've been in it. I've seen everything. I've competed. I've lost, but I want to go back to it, honestly. Like, origins aside, one day I think I want to like really try my hand more at like Smash Ultimate or Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
No, like,
I'm sorry. We kind of just like brushed you off of Smash Ultimate. Just,
no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
We're trying to save you. We're
I mean, I know Smash is like half a fighting game, half a party game. I get it.
I'm glad someone else said it this time.
Oh yeah, I get it, but that's why I also like got into Guilty Gear, because I wanted to get more into like regular fighting game stuff. I used to play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, more so Mortal Kombat, because
yes, sir.
But yeah, I like FGC.
That's what we like to hear for the most part.
So tell me, like, what were your favorite consoles growing up? Like, give us like your top three, and like why? Why these three specific consoles resonate with you as you're growing up, and as you're going on about your day, and granted, we are, fast forward to now, we're with, more next gen consoles, but these 3 consoles, you always remember having a good time with them. You had a lot of great memories. So which 3 consoles that come to you that just resonate with you as a gamer?
Bro, immediately the first one is like GameCube. GameCube has so many like cult classics that like I grew up with, and even now I'll like replay them to death because it's what I grew up with. It's the best. So for GameCube, like Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, like just the basic shit, and then I can curse, right?
Yeah.
And
AJ was cursing earlier.
I heard it, but I was like, I don't know, is it allowed?
Yes, be,
Got the F-bombs, bro.
be as authentic as you can.
It's all good.
But yeah,
Like, what?
but yeah, so GameCube, definitely SNES, because again, like my favorite games are either like on GameCube or SNES. Like Super Metroid will always have a good spot in my heart. I play it like twice a year, like on and off. I'll always like go back to playing Super Metroid because it's something I can just like shit out. I can literally like not speedrun it, but I know where everything is like by heart. Other than them, probably I don't want to say Wii because I don't want to say just full Nintendo, but
Understandable.
either like
Yeah.
Wii or PS2 because bro, that Ratchet game, I can't. That game is so fucking good.
Deadlocked is. Oh my god. You could play it on the PS5.
On the PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
You can play it on PS5.
I need a PS5.
The more you know.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
The more we know.
You can play all the Ratchet games on PS5.
I'm gonna buy a
Through
PS5 just for
the subscription service.
PlayStation
I think
Plus
it's the
or-
subscription service, yeah.
Uh,
But I'll have to double check. But you can play all of them, or just buy them individually. I don't know if it's like just a subscription that allows you to play all of them, or you could just like buy them without it. But yeah, you could play them. I should really get back
emulating it
to.
or I'm buying a PS5.
I should get back to Deadlocked because man, I had everything, and now I want to get it all back.
Yes, sir.
well, you lost a lot of stuff.
No, well, it was on my PS2, so it's like you can't really bring all that to the PS5.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I could probably find my PS2, but I don't know if I can find the actual game.
yeah,
It's
same
somewhere
here.
in my
Same
mom's
here.
house.
I have my PS2 in my room, but I can't find the game.
Mhm.
It's just lost the time.
I had one of those covers
Lost
for
in time,
Deadlocked
no.
where it was like the GameStop, like they didn't have the fucking the
The
slip
the
for it.
official one.
Yeah, so it's just like a GameStop.
Oh,
box.
that's
So it's even harder.
yeah. Fuck that.
Oof.
I have the actual. Well, I had the actual cover. I just don't know where it is now.
Man, I just know I sold all my shit years ago. Pain.
So, Adam, what would you say throughout your history of gaming? What genres you would gravitate to the most? Where, like, these are the genre games that I would not only buy, but I would play a lot of time and hours in. It could be a JRPG, it could be an action hack and slash, it could be a traditional RPG, it could be a racing, fighting games. Like, what genre of games resonate you with the most? Or you could just, explain to everyone that, hey, all right, these are my genres of gaming that I like to play and enjoy from time to time.
So I definitely prefer games with like more story direction, more like world building stuff, because like you can have the most dog shit gameplay, but as long as I'm like into it, I'll be into it. Like that's all that really matters. Like fighting games aside, my love for Metroid obviously like made like, so I always care about like story world building, but then also the what's it called, like Metroidvanias, like where you always have to backtrack. There's like a big map you explore, like freedom of movement, freedom of stuff. Games that you can just sit down and just have just plain fun, like stuff like that. Final Fantasy games have always like been a bit of an outlier because I love them to death. And again, story, everything. Gameplay wise, sometimes they're a little slow, or sometimes they're not up to snuff. So I really want the new one, Final Fantasy 7, to come out. I really want it. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy. Like, I want it to be like the next Final Fantasy
16?
16, yeah.
Oof.
It looks so fucking good.
I've been spoiled by so much shit. I don't care. It's like a mix of like Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy, and I want it so bad. But Devil May Cry 2, that's one of like the action games that like bro, Devil May Cry is it all. Devil May Cry 3, I could go off. It's so good. I genuinely think the story of Devil May Cry 3 is like an epic. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very well. It's very well told, very well written. Especially when you're looking at previous titles, like everyone knows, Devil May Cry 2 was ass.
we never talk about Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
2.
and Devil May Cry 1 was just like the beginning of just like the series of itself. But chronologically, 3 is the beginning, and then 1 is like right after it, and then you have 4, and then you have 5 following up after it. We would say Devil May Cry 2 would be like at the very, very end, but the story is so bad in Devil May Cry 2 that it's just, you could just easily forget about that. But when it comes to Devil May Cry series, you know, I'm right there with you. Like, Devil May Cry 3 is like the top of the top. It's literally the cream of the crop of just action games that you need to, you know, buy and play. Like, if you grew up playing Devil May Cry, then you already know like 3 is like the solid one. And then of course when they announced special edition where you can play as Virgil, that's when it just went really, really through the roof.
Oh yeah,
Bro, I would die for
100%.
Virgil. I love Virgil so much. I know you guys already know.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I
We see the T-shirt
He
too.
works at Domino's.
Delivering fast with delivering slashes.
Bro, I'm waiting for DMC 6 if it ever happens. I feel like it'll never happen. So the day it ever gets announced, I know I'm gonna pop off. It's gonna be so good. Like, Virgil.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you because the way how 5 ended, it felt like, okay, you guys are gonna possibly do a sequel to this because you know there's more to this story that you're leaving out, and most of us are wanting more Devil May Cry. We want more Dante. We want more Virgil for the most part. Nero, of course, you know he has his fans and whatnot,
there.
but
he's there literally.
He was there.
yeah,
I like Nico.
like yeah, he's there. We acknowledge him. We notice him, but it's just when it comes to Dante and Virgil, especially Virgil, just like you kind of forget about Nero in a way. It's like if you gave me the option to play as either one of them, I would rather play as Virgil. Granted, I don't have the complexity or versatility compared to like Dante or Nero, but Virgil's gameplay is just
He's him.
yeah.
He's just
he's
straightforward.
that guy.
He's him. Like, I feel like DMC 5 ended in a way that if they chose to not do another game, it could end like that. Like, Nero's chilling in human realm, and then like Dante and Virgil are just fighting forever.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what the whole series has been about. They're just always in a struggle. They're always fighting. They are able to put aside their shit just to fight like demons. So
Yeah.
they can get back to the main meat and potatoes of fighting themselves because they're just dumb men.
Yeah.
But so if it did end like that, I'm kind of okay with it. But I want more.
Yeah, I'm
I
right there.
always want more.
I'm right there with you. I want more too because it's
Hold your
just
thoughts,
like,
Sylvia.
ooh.
What if that was the game that Capcom is talking about that it might make millions?
It will, because I'll buy 1 million copies.
What if that's the game this whole time? And we're just foreshadowing this. What if we're predicting this?
Here's the thing, like there were a lot of predictions about that you and we have made on because it's like Devil May Cry is an easy $1 million seller. Easy.
Yeah.
Mega Man, easy $1 million seller. Monster Hunter, easy $1 million seller. If they release another Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game, a sequel like Marvel vs. Capcom 4,
That's
Oh
believable.
my god.
easy $1 million
I would get
seller.
into it.
I don't know. It's tricky because of Disney.
True.
Bro, fuck the mouse.
We can agree with this, but still.
But those are like Capcom has some games that are like easy $1 million sellers, and we just do not know what it is that they're going to announce for next year. So it could be a multiplayer game, it could be a single player game, which whatever it is, I want to see it. And if it's Devil May Cry, then yeah, I'm going to lose my shit. Most likely, when the game comes out, I'm not going to go to work that day. I'm not going to go to work because I'm going to be at home playing the game. I want to know more about this universe that they have created within in Devil May Cry. And the one thing, and I'm pretty sure Adam, you would agree with me on this one. They need to tell Sparta's story. We need to play his. We need to play his.
Give me a game where I
Point of
play
view.
as Sparta and I will come.
Honestly,
I want it.
that would be a good game to see. Like, no one has talked about him.
I
Like,
want to see him versus what's the other demon?
Mundus.
Like, Mundus. I want to see him versus Mundus. I want to see everything.
the reason why Mundus was like this.
Yeah, why he tortured Virgil, my baby girl. I feel like Capcom just has that hold on me. They have so many good like IPs where like their main characters or their character design is so like in your face. It's so good. Like they peak with Devil May Cry, and then there's Resident Evil, Street Fighter. All their designs are good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even back then, it's ridiculous.
Bro, if I was like cognitive when DMC3 came out and I saw this, I would be way more of a Virgil fan. Because I discovered DMC more like later in my life, maybe like 2 years ago. And bro, I would be a different man. I would already have cosplayed Virgil.
Wait, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You know why? Because I saw Virgil and I was like,
It's
I want to
late-
know more.
It's better late than never.
Yeah.
That's the best thing we can say when it comes to gaming.
Right.
It's never too late to pick up a certain game you like and what you choose and what you get into.
Hmm.
It's just like how you take on to the game and the actions and how you have faith into it.
As long as the characters are hot, I'm there.
I mean, that too.
That's like the draw. And then everything else falls into place.
I know, still laughing at the Nico comment.
Hey, I would, if I could drop Nero for Nico, shit.
Good point.
I like Nico. Check out that Southern charm.
That is true.
I just want to know, what is it about people just completely shitting on Nero compared to everybody else? Like, give me your point of view on why do you think people shit on Nero so much in Devil May Cry?
Well, so like DMC 4 was kind of like half dog shit because you played the same game twice. Like you play every mission just twice, and then
Yeah.
like
Oh,
final
yeah.
boss. Like I didn't finish it because when I realized, oh, I'm just playing everything again, I was like, I don't need to do this. I already finished the game in my eyes. I'm just Dante now, and so then I went back and I played 3 because I'm just gonna play as Dante. But so I think Nero's already ill received just from the get go because his game is polarizing, and then in DMC 5, that's kind of the whole gag of like he's dead weight or oh he's not as strong as like he literally plays as a side character of like Dante and Virgil have this thing going on, and Nero's like, I want to help, let me fight, and he's like, no, he's your dad or something, you can't. And then they call him dead weight, and he's just kind
yeah,
of
and
there.
he takes it very
And he comes in
personal.
at the last second and be like, be peaceful, and they aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you too, Nero.
It's like you're next. Honestly, it's kind of funny that you start with Nero and 4 and go to Dante and you're doing the missions backwards.
I couldn't. I was like, didn't I just play this? I was like, I didn't want to. I was so done with it.
The only reason I liked 4 was just because of Dante. Well, that's an obvious reason because he always has some shit to say. Even after he gets his trophy or gets his weapon of choice and does his introduction with it.
Silly little dances.
Yes, literally.
His little cowboy boots.
Yeah, he literally did
So
like
dumb.
salsa after getting the I forgot the name of the weapon.
I know it is on.
It's like
It's
the thorns or
Lucifer.
Lucifer. Thank you. That was still the funniest thing. Like he had an innuendo for every dance move. But
I mean, the
Nero-
man had to flex.
Yeah, he has a sauce. Like he has drip.
If you call drip cowboy boots and
Yes.
whatever the fuck else he's wearing, sure.
It's Dante. It's Dante. He can dress however he wants, and he still like is a badass. Pandora's box is still the dumbest cool weapon that was ever received.
Yes.
The fact that you have a suitcase full of multiple weapons that can transform and have a quadricycle.
Bro, him getting the hat in DMC 5 is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Because
But
it
like
was
not
funny.
in a bad way.
It's just like they. Really
I never even used it too. It was just like gives you more orbs or something.
Oh.
But she's like, oh, here, hat, and then he puts it on and starts dancing like Michael Jackson, complete with noises and everything.
Yes, that was hilarious.
It's
Capcom didn't have to flex like that, but he did.
I don't know what intern had the idea to do that, but It's
They-
dumb as fuck.
They didn't have to go that far, but you know what? They did it anyway. Because they can. They can.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so our next topic, Adam, what are your current thoughts on the state of gaming? Like, with everything that's going on, obvious, of course, we're on next gen, PS5, X series, and whatnot. And many people, when we ask this question, they have very different points of view on the current state of gaming. So we want to ask you, our guest, what are your thoughts on the current state of gaming?
It's definitely always evolving. Like, it's always in like this cycle. Like, there's always a console war. There's always all this going on. I don't think it ever changes. I don't think the state of gaming ever changes. It's just companies releasing stuff that people either really want or don't give a fuck about, and graphics will either keep improving or, like, now I think the only discourse that's really going on in like the grand gaming sphere is just like what good graphics really are, because some people think, oh, ultra realistic is good graphics. Other people think, no, like a simplistic style is really good graphics. And again, growing up with a lot of like asked to look at games, I don't give a shit about the graphics. Like, if it plays good, if the story's good, if I'm invested in what I'm playing, that's all that matters. So in terms of like the state of gaming, it's just the same shit on rinse and repeat. We are at the 5th PlayStation. You know, like, it's the same shit. Now, like, we're getting more into VR and shit like that, but even VR, like, it started somewhere, and now they're just releasing more, and then release another one, and there'll probably be another VR headset next year or something. Like, it's the same stuff. Like, the only reason I still have a PS4 and not a PS5 is because they were still releasing stuff for PS4. Now they're getting more into, like, the exclusives, which is kind of, like, draining my pockets. So I have to get a PS5. The only way I can play the new Final Fantasy is if I get a PS5.
Oh, that's pain.
That's and you know what? That's fine. That's the only reason I want it anyway. Like, Spider-Man 2, I'll get it if I have a PS5. I'm not gonna get the PS5 solely for that. I would definitely spend like $700, like, plus the game for.
You gotta
Final
play the
Fantasy
first
16.
one.
It's so good.
The first one is
With the first Spider-Man.
the first Spider-Man's really good.
Yeah, I agree. Stupid good.
And get that DLC with Black Cat.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes, I've seen this on your Instagram like 5 times already.
bro.
He likes
She-
Felicia.
I can tell.
She is the standard.
I can definitely tell. Oh my goodness.
But you got a PS5 already.
That's a really
Because-
good point of
Pay for it.
view. Pay for it.
Sorry, I'm recently
they're,
unemployed.
they're 500 right now, right?
Yeah.
500, and I think pretty soon there's gonna be a sale to where the price is gonna go down. I believe to 400, because there's rumor that they're going to. I think they're gonna announce the slim version of the PS5.
See, that's
Fucking-
what I mean. Like, it's just another console to.
It's just like a little too late for that now. They might as well just stick to this PS5 and just like come out with no slim, and then just wait until they come out with a PS6. It's like, by now the slim should have been out, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Fair point.
Yeah, because by November it's gonna make it 3 years that
Exactly.
the PS5 has been out. But if we can recall, a lot of us had very difficult time trying to secure one
Yeah.
for at least over a year and some change,
So
because
for,
the fact
for most
that
people, they've only had a PS5 for maybe a year.
yeah
Yeah.
So it's
I,
like-
I literally have one for a year.
I'm still within like I haven't had it for 2 years yet.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Like it's about to be 2 years in December. So it's like,
I feel like they're going to drop the price because there is now a recent event that happened at Evo. I don't know if you heard about it, but the USB ports are melting.
yeah I heard
What?
about that.
So games are running for so long nonstop that
Get a
they
life.
start overheating to a point where it melts USB ports. Like the plastic port that connects in.
what the fuck?
They are now discovering this.
Yeah,
It's either going to be a massive recall or a massive discount of some sort.
yeah, because
Maybe you just need to stop playing for so long.
yeah, because granted,
Touch grass.
Yeah.
a lot of people would say this needs to be on Xbox, or the PS5 should not be ready for tournament standard, because when you look at the way that is designed, you have like one USB in the front, and then you have like a USB-C in the front as well, and in the back you have two USB-As, in the back as well. But what's also in the back is the fans. So when the PS5 is on for hours at a time and, you know, and it's running heat, guess what? Those USB ports in the back are also going to be affected. My one gripe with the PS5, and I think I've mentioned this in on previous podcasts, is the fact that the design, like they should have put the USBs in the front. Like I do not know what convinced PlayStation to be like, hey, we're gonna put two USBs in the back, without not thinking and realizing, let's put it in the front like we usually do with all of our consoles. Like you look at the PS4, I don't know, somewhere around here, you have two USBs in the front.
Yeah.
You look at the PS3, it had two USBs in the front. Of course, PS3 had two USBs. The PS2 had one USB in the front. The PlayStation 1 didn't have none. But you look at the design of these consoles. Okay, Waluigi's gonna bring one.
Yeah, don't mind my PS4 right now. So, as you see down here, there are two USB ports. Also, shout out to our podcast. Then you have.
In the,
I don't think there's any in the back.
but the PS4 Pro, I do know that the PS4 Pro, it has one in the back.
That's the Pro, yeah.
No,
that's not the Pro.
that's the standard PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that one.
But as a matter of fact, I think I have one over here.
I have the Slim. The Slim's really light.
Yeah, I was literally ready to do that too. Ooh, that scared me. Yeah.
I think they just care more about the design of it.
Honestly, they wanted
if they
to-
add
Yeah,
it-
they wanted to go with a more unique design, which that's fine. It's just the fact that this bitch is not very easily transportable compared to, you
It's
look at
not.
the PS4, you could stack about 4 or 5 of them, put them in a box, you're good to go. For the PS5, you have to worry about this curvature shit. I'm just like, this wasn't needed. You could have just went with a box style format, and that would have been easy. Like, it's something about the 3 and the 5 is just like, it has a very unique, weird design. I understand it catches people's eyes, but for transporting purposes, like it ain't it.
Oh yeah,
No,
3 was
it is
curved.
not.
I forgot
But
about that.
you know, as Waluigi was mentioning, here you only have the USB.
Only
here.
one.
Yeah, you have one, and then you have like a USB-C. And in the back, you got the 2. But guess what's also in the back? The fans.
The melting pot.
So
The melting
when this
pot.
is like running for hours and hours long, yeah, it's gonna get affected, and it's gonna affect people's sticks. So for me, you know, being a tournament organizer, and I do want to get more, I'm now thinking about possibly, okay, for me, I'm gonna limit to how much I want to get for the arcade. Most likely it's gonna be maybe to 6 to 8, and then the rest is just gonna be Xboxes, so that way players do not go, you know, experience that type of issue, especially when we do Fighter Fest for next year in March.
Oh wow!
Did you just spoil
Spoilers.
that?
Rumor.
Yeah,
I
he
just spoiled
Yeah,
that.
he just spoiled it.
Now the first thing is if people catch on or listen, they're gonna be like, "Oh snap!" Make sure you get your own converters.
But nah. I mean, honestly, it is a serious issue because that affects people's, you know, their controllers or their fight sticks or whatnot that they spent money for, and now because of a console defect, because of the design of the console, that's going to be a problem. And yeah, I'm glad that people are speaking up about it, because now that's going to force PlayStation to be like, okay, we're going to have to change some shit up to the point where if they I highly doubt they'll recall it. I highly doubt it, but
They wouldn't.
It won't.
for their next design, it's like you need to fix it to the point where, hey, less USBs in the back. I would just keep 1 in the back and maybe 3 and 4 in the front and call it a day.
Yeah, true. Because Evo is ran by Sony.
Yeah,
That is the one thing
Is
that
it?
most people. Yeah.
yeah,
I know that.
yeah. Sony owns Evo, so of course their console of choice is going to be the PlayStation because they own the bitch.
Yeah. And even Evo Japan had some issues that they didn't even have PS5s. They barely had PS5s back then.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to fit my PS5, or hopefully the Slim is going to be slim enough to fit it in the little portable monitor that I have, that I got myself while I was in the army. I want to be able to carry that bitch around, like if I'm gonna go to these FGC events. Like, I want to carry it around.
I would. Oh, sorry to cut you off,
Go
but for you, AJ, I would recommend just doing the one thing I see a lot of people doing: getting a gaming laptop. Call it a day.
Yep.
I mean,
This
I
big.
could do that too, but it's kind of cool.
But you got excuses.
You
Yeah.
carrying more weight is cool.
It's not that heavy.
You say that until you have to lug the bitch around, and to the point where it's just like, you know what, I want to carry
Hours
less.
on end. It's like wearing a cosplay plus a book bag for like nonstop, for at least 8 hours of a convention.
Well, tell that to that guy at Evo with the ginormous freaking fighting stick.
Oh, he's prepped with a book bag. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
Most
that's
people aren't
that's
that
still
level of
fucking
prep.
stupid. Like, why would you?
It was funny as
that is-
hell, though.
It's funny.
And it
It's
actually-
hella creative too.
It is.
and it functions.
That's the surprising part.
Yeah, he knew what he was getting himself into. That's a Chad right there. For most people that carry their consoles on them, like a duffel bag or such, that's risky.
Especially if it's a PS5.
I don't think anyone will not notice a giant fight stick getting stolen.
yeah, you're right.
But a duffel bag is a lot easier. That's why I keep everything on me at all times. But a PS5 plus a portable laptop plus a power source, HDMI cables, and a location. That's
And a
what-
monitor.
And a monitor.
Nah, you don't gotta see it. You don't gotta see it right now.
You just gotta feel the game. You can't even hear it.
Didn't a blind guy win?
He won a match
something?
at Evo, yes.
How?
So Street Fighter.
Listened.
Street Fighters are unique with their sounds. They have an accessibility mode that you can adjust certain sound settings. So like your drive impact, you can increase the volume when you can expect it. Footsteps, music, so forth. Like footsteps, hitting, you can adjust certain accessibilities just so you can hear better. So it's not like it's an advantage, it's a disadvantage for some people.
He cheated.
Drive impact can be reacted by another drive impact or up to 3 hits, or super. So the guy must have, I didn't see the full match, but watching him play E Honda on classic controls with a fight stick is unique.
Yeah.
That's major respect. Like, you can literally see him with a blindfold too.
Oh, he had a blindfold on.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
his name is Swen.
So
or
he's
Swen?
blind, or he was just
No,
blindfolded.
he's literally blind.
No, he's legally, he's
Legally
actually
blind.
blind.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the one thing I say is, you don't fuck with the blind FGC. Like, they actually play.
There's a whole sub community of blind FGC.
Dead serious. I got cooked by one for practice in Mortal Kombat.
No fucking way.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat
blind
it.
dude.
Online.
I
I'm
think
not-
honestly, if I
I'd
ever,
kill myself.
if I ever, yeah, no, I wouldn't even compete ever again.
Because gaming is all about equal
Yeah.
footings.
Yeah.
That's called being humbled.
Yeah,
If-
oh
if
yeah,
that
I wasn't
happens
even
here.
like mad. I was learning how to play Street Fighter. No, I was relearning how to play Mortal Kombat for last CEO.
Nah, I would take that shit very
Yeah, I
personally.
tried my laptop. My laptop was too slow to react.
Getting fucking beat by a blind person, I would fuck.
that to the guy
I would
in Evo.
I would never play fighting games again. I'm gonna fuck this shit.
Honestly, everyone deserves to play one way.
No,
or
no,
another.
no, no. Absolutely.
But if I got cooked
but I'm
first-
saying if I got beat by a blind person, I would take that shit very fucking personally.
They wouldn't see it.
Like what the? I know they won't be able to fucking see it, but I'll be like, what the? How?
Change your voice and fight them again.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Or just you know what? Better yet, I'm just mute everything. Good luck.
Play 'em my way.
Yeah. Now you're on my turf.
But you also have to look at it like this: like, how often do you get to play against someone, with a disability like that?
That is true.
So-
you don't. So
That's
it's
what I'm
just,
saying.
If you think about the numbers, there was at least 7,930 players. I'll say 7K. 7K Street Fighting players. The chance you have to go against one is like,
But imagine you're like on a good streak, right? And the one person that beats you is blind. Bro, I would fucking lose my shit. What the hell? Like I'm muting the whole fucking convention for you, bro. Like, fuck this shit.
Muting the whole
I'm muting the whole fucking event for
that
you.
is less than 1% of a chance of going against a blind person. That is rare.
yeah.
Damn.
I mean, for me, I would feel some type of way if I, did lose against a blind person. But I wouldn't take it too personally because I would accept the fact that I got to play someone that has a disability or whatnot, and they're able to compete against players like myself and many other people on equal footing, and just see who's the better player or whatnot. It would humble me.
It's still very impressive.
Honda is
Like,
a top character, but like, if you're playing with a disadvantage like that, that's like
I would
that's fair
still
game.
like I would still be impressed. but I'll still be pissed. But I'll be like, how did you do that?
I've
Like,
watched a blind like JP player. That's scary. JP is all about zoning and mid range.
that's
Like you better pray if you're not gonna get command grabbed. Oh my god.
what.
So in the comments we got Soto. He's like, imagine going against a Nugget. No arms, no legs.
How?
He
What?
would fucking say
Or are they
that.
blowing into a tube to press buttons?
No, there is a guy who doesn't use his hands but uses his mouth. His name is Broly Legs.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that man's a really good Street Fighter player. Like he is a notorious one.
I would go into it thinking that I could beat him and then get so embarrassingly humbled.
He cooks in Street Fighter.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know, bro.
Yeah, Broly Legs does exist. Like he's one of those players. Like anyone could play fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from, how you are, what you've been through. You can still play.
As long as it's not Smash, apparently.
Yeah, as long as it's not
Yeah.
Smash, because
Yeah.
that's a major
You guys-
disability. I'm sorry for insulting Smash players this early. Actually,
Smash
I'm
is
not.
good.
But I do like that how very accessible Street Fighter 6 is, and it's bringing a lot of people in. It's bringing them all together, and everyone's having a good time. And the great thing about it is the fact that, especially at events like Evo, is there are a lot of stories being told that people are going to remember for years down the road. Looking at the Just Smash player disability is BO, which is body odor.
Oh, so speaking of that and Evo stories, did you see about the tweet where a guy had his fight stick broken? Someone lended him his cross up and taught him how to use it, and won a match. I don't know if it was Strive or Street Fighter, but the guy gave him $20 afterwards after beating him with the cross up. It was like I'm a MetaFight coach. I look at these stories and they're amazing.
Yeah, the FGC is very unique in its ways, and as I said before, there's a lot of stories being told that are very interesting. That'll have you interested in Hooked. But I know we completely just derailed into that topic and whatnot. We're supposed to be talking about Adam today since
Yeah, I'm
he's our
important.
guest. So, damn, where all right, yeah. Your thoughts on the state of gaming? Sorry,
I mean,
for
that
derailing.
derailing brought up a good point. Like,
Yeah.
as shittier as consoles are kind of getting hardware-wise,
Yeah,
and now everything's melting, like PS2s didn't melt,
no,
as far as I'm aware.
Crazy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Crazy
solid
how
shit
the
didn't melt.
irony.
So I feel like we're advancing too fast for what we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we should not be melting. But that too, like, I feel like games themselves are improving, but consoles are not as fast improving because, like we said with Street Fighter 6, it's very accessible. Games are just getting more accessible. A Nugget's playing.
Yeah.
How? So
Yes.
back in the day, that would not happen.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's very different, like console versus game.
Gotcha,
Well said.
gotcha. What are your thoughts on games that have microtransactions,
Battle passes.
battle passes?
You don't play any of those, right?
Oh god.
I don't
not
have an
that
internet.
song.
Oh, okay.
How am I gonna buy it?
Well, good.
Oh, so you're just completely offline?
Good.
For now, yeah, because
You're a legend right
living.
now.
But even when I had internet, the only thing, like, after I buy a game, the only other thing that I would buy is DLC if it made sense. Like,
Gotcha.
obviously for Smash, I need to learn the matchups. I'm not gonna not get the DLC.
Yeah.
Other games, like, I haven't played the Spider-Man DLC yet with Felicia.
Oh, wait, but you don't have the. You have a PS4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten to the DLC. But for the most part, like, I've played games before that had microtransactions, and like it's the same shit as like mobile games where like the little timers or whatever, or, like you get gems for most like it's not necessary. I think people that complain a lot about microtransactions need a skill check because you don't need it. It's even if it's there, you can ignore it for the most part.
Yeah.
If there ever is a game that like you literally can't play without it, then don't play the game. Like, it's a bad game. You shouldn't. If,
Yeah.
if it's at that extent, then it shouldn't be. It's not. Game shouldn't be buy half the game, buy the other half later.
Well said.
You know.
I agree.
That's almost every game.
Yeah, Street Fighter literally has a battle pass,
Bro.
but no one really uses it.
When I learned
Yeah.
that the Final Fantasy VII remake wasn't a Final Fantasy VII remake and is just doing, have you played it?
No, I haven't.
I played a little bit and I got bored.
I played a little bit of
The whole
myself.
shtick of it is that like it's like without being spoilery, it's trying to prevent the original timeline from happening. So that we know, like, you know, when the original and Aerith died, whatever.
Yeah.
They're
I
trying
mean, you
to
can spoil.
they're-
Yeah, you can spoil
No,
that.
that one's yeah.
I mean, I don't care. Don't worry.
So like, you know, Aerith dies in the original, and
Yes.
now they're like alluding to it, but like trying to avoid it, and then like something small would be different, and then something would come to correct that wrong. Like someone else gets killed, and they're like, wait, you're not supposed to die yet, and they come and revive him, like ghosts or some shit. It's the dumbest fucking thing because I was so excited to play it with like HD everything, and like, oh, just be the original fucking game, and now it cut it halfway, and now you have to buy a whole other game that's coming out. I think it's Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
What?
It ends like kind of cliffhangery because it's just in the middle of the fucking game, but it's completely derailed. It's not
It's not a real story.
what was advertised at all. Because what was advertised was definitely like, oh, you know, the original story, but HD and it looks nice or whatever. And you play it, and it's like, what the fuck are these ghosts? And why'd that guy die but didn't? And
What kind of Kingdom Hearts shit is this?
basically, it's not. It's dumber than Kingdom Hearts because I grew up on Kingdom Hearts too. I
Same.
love that game. I'll defend it till I die. As stupid as it is.
I know like 3 people that are obsessed with it, so that's fine with me.
Hey, you got 2 more right here. But
Good points. Good points.
you know, I love Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy remake, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a fun game. It's great, but it is not what was advertised. I just want a proper remake. I'm waiting now for like a fan to like remake the original in HD because that's
Oh god, it's gonna be a while.
maybe, but like people do that. Like people are still remaking Ocarina of Time for like an Unreal Engine or like
Oh yeah,
HD.
I have seen
Yep.
that.
I'm still waiting for that shit to become playable because the second it does, I'm going to play it. If it costs $70, I'll buy it because it's Ocarina of Time. But Final Fantasy VII remake, all my homies hate it. Me, I'm the homie.
Understandable.
All right. So with that said, our next topic, you had to be there moments. What moments that you can describe to us, and of course to our viewers and listeners in gaming, you had to be there for?
Man, back when I was like more like deep in like FGC playing Smash like all the time, I would watch the tournaments and everything. There was, and it might just be like a personal you had to be there. It was Evo 20, I want to say 2018. Not too long ago, but it was at like the cusp of me like really being into it. Where like it was Melee too. I didn't even play Melee, but watching Hungrybox fight someone, whoever the poor sap was that got ate on, he, bro, it's so hype. That's why I love Smash. Like as party game as it is, there's so many moments like that that are super hype, and then you also have moments where there's like 2 Bayonettas just like on a stalemate. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was at some Evo where like it was either the final or the semifinal, something like that, where the people playing were 2 Bayonettas, who was top tier at the time. They just were like charging their like neutral special.
Mm-hmm.
They were and just stopped. They stayed there for like the longest time. I don't even remember what happened. I just remember that image is burned into my brain of just these 2 fuckers just holding down the B button, and everyone was upset. It was kind of dog shit. It was so
I would not blame them.
yeah. And then like
Players battle through the booze.
there was stuff where like Cloud was getting banned because back in Smash 4 it was OP to like in doubles at least. So when you played doubles, like if you had 2 Clouds, you could infinite people like horribly. Like you
Yeah.
could juggle like both of the opponents. You can. It's stupid. And then now in Ultimate he got hella nerfed and everything's better. But for that brief period of time, Cloud and doubles specifically, like double Cloud was banned. A very specific rule. It was like you
That's
can
very
play
specific.
Cloud, but you can't play 2 Clouds.
That's good to know.
Another like when I think of like big moments like that, I think of I don't know what it's called. It has like a name. It's like I think it's Evo moment number or something. I don't know. But it's
37.
maybe.
Was this a Street Fighter one?
Street Fighter with Ken and Chun Li.
Yes. Even Moment 37. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
It's so clean,
With Daigo and Justin Wong.
Yes, 37
bro. That shit's crazy.
in 2004.
Like I was not cognitive at all. I was alive. I wasn't cognitive. I didn't know what Street Fighter was at that time. I was like 5. But when I eventually found it, when I was just like looking up Street Fighter stuff, and I found it, I was like, damn, they were on some type of shit back in the day. They were on something. I feel like that's kind of lost nowadays. Like hype shit like that doesn't happen as much. At least when you're like kind of on the outside, because like I'm into it to an extent, but I don't watch the tournaments like I used to. I used to like religiously like whenever Evo would come around, whenever SmashCon and all this other stuff, DreamHack, all this other tournaments would come up, I would always watch it because like the players that I idolized, the players that I would watch, they would do the hypest shit. And now everyone's like, oh, cancel this person, and oh, this person said this word, and this one touched a minor. That one's fair, but I don't know. It's a lot less, at least nowadays, it's a lot less fun, I feel. And that's probably just because I'm not as into it as I used to be. Like, I'm sure if I got back into it, I'd be into it. Like, you lost me. I'm gone. Which I might when we get internet again, because I have that itch. I want to fuck someone up in a game. And
I'll
I
teach you Street Fighter after this.
Or he can wait until Mortal Kombat 1 drops.
Oh.
Who's maining Omni Man?
I feel attacked, but yes.
Bro.
I had a feeling you would main Omni Man.
Bro, it's cool.
Because I know like 3 people are doing a Homelander or a Peacemaker.
Man, I don't know why Peacemaker's it.
Fuck all that, bro. Noob Saibot.
Like I said in last podcast, 3
If-
different comic book contracts. I'm like, that's a flex right there.
If Noob is DLC, or if Noob gets released in some way, the
It's
room's
like,
white.
They made the storyline so
Noob's
weird.
gonna be white because of what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be so weird because technically, Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it doesn't
by
make
Han
sense technically.
Is supposed to be Noob, but no, he's now Sub-Zero, and if he dies, he dies, and he'll probably become Noob. I hope.
They might do like how Mortal Kombat 10 was it 10 or 11? I don't know. One of them.
9, how they like originated him.
No, where they like. I guess it's not like microtransaction bullshit where like they had to like release the second part of the story separate.
Oh, Aftermath.
Yeah,
Mortal
Aftermath.
Kombat 11.
I played the original story like on 11, and then I saw like I had to buy the rest, and I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna do that. That's
No.
why I had to take a step back, and I was like, no, I'm not
Actually,
doing that.
we ended up doing it because the story is good. Not gonna lie, but
Is
also-
it good or is it good?
I'd say it's good. They at least close some things up, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of meh.
Yeah, so like, hey, this is a new timeline, I guess. So there could be a noob. We saw there was like a leak or something where they mentioned noob, and they mentioned a bunch of other people too. Like they mentioned Doom Guy for Mortal Kombat. If Doom Guy
yeah.
is in Mortal Kombat, I am back in the FGC.
If they have
I'm back.
licensing, I would cry. Like
So far, the leaks haven't been wrong.
so far they
So-
haven't because Amazon accent.
Yeah, that's the
Amazon
thing. You gotta look at
accidentally
where
leaked
leaks
it.
are coming from.
They leaked their own
because-
DLC pack by accident.
That's the only reason. Like for the past like 5 months, we all knew like, yeah, Homelander is gonna be in the game.
But the fact Omni-Man, I don't think anyone expected.
No, it was
No,
in the
Omni,
leak too.
yeah.
Omni-Man,
Omni-Man and
Peacemaker, all of
Homelander
them.
were
I know
expected.
because it sounds like a made-up bullshit.
And
like
this
It
was
does.
and this was like right after
This was months ago.
the teaser trailer came out. Immediately, everyone was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Omni-Man and Homelander."
Like this leak seems a lot less credible because
Yeah.
it's not Amazon. It's just someone saying things.
Yeah, then
I could say things.
Then the Amazon leak came up. I'm like, oh shit, this is real.
The Amazon one's good, but like me seeing a list with Harley Quinn, Noob, Doom Guy,
That sounds.
some other things.
Obnoxious.
It just, I don't know. I can make it up. Like it was just like a tweet or something. I don't
I
know.
just hope. I don't fucking care. I just hope Noob is in the game.
I hope Noob.
Like I don't
looks
care
good.
how. I just need him in the game.
You know what I'm waiting for? Tekken 8.
I don't care about Tekken.
Because
I don't fucking care about
Yeah.
Tekken.
not many people do, but most people just want Baki specifically in it.
That's another. See, they bring me in. That they know how to bring people into the FGC
Like-
because I would be more into it if these
If
characters
Baki
were in it.
Hanma is a guest, I am definitely playing.
Bro, that's me. I'm him. I'm Baki Hanma.
Oh my god.
I could definitely see Baki in
That
Tekken.
would be
That
really
He's
or
definitely more of a Tekken.
Oh, you
type
saw
of
the
character.
like a fan made one, right?
Oh, it's a Tekken mod actually.
Yeah. Ah, that's so nice.
A Tekken mod of I think Fakuram or Huarang.
I saw it and I was like that. I had to like fact check it because I thought it was legit. I thought
Yeah, even
Baki was in it.
Piranha's like.
They gotta have
"Please stop
Yujiro,
with the
too."
Mods. The guy who made Tekken's like, I love these mods, but please stop.
Please stop. You can't
Because-
stop the mod train. There's so
You can't,
many
bro.
mods.
Because Elden Ring mods were like there, and it's the funniest.
Did you guys see?
Elden Ring
there was
mods
a
are
tournament
fucking
recently?
wild.
The fact they made Alexander the Great pot into Gigas, I think.
Well, what?
From Earthbound?
No. Alexander the pot.
Yeah, into
That-
what?
Gigas. He's like a very big tanky character. So it makes sense.
what was it that you said?
I said from Earthbound. Gigius, the like
Oh, no.
amorphous fucking like.
So Gigas is like
Alien
an
thing.
I'll show you a quick little picture of him. Pretty much looks like Larry the Lobster.
Just think
with
if
apples instead.
And I'll show the
If,
people watching Gigas.
Baki is in Tekken, then they should have his Yujiro Hanma as well.
Honestly, I would love it, like a quick little Yujiro, like
Oh, there's a game that might
They gotta
be
have both
coming
of them.
out. There was a leak about it a while ago. It's like another like Jump Force type game,
I was gonna say, I was
know,
gonna
I
mention
heard
that.
about
Yeah.
but it has literally like every fucking character from anime you can think of. It has Demon Slayer characters. It has Baki, probably Yujiro too.
it's probably just like another Shonen All Stars.
maybe.
Is what that sounds
But
like.
the sheer amount of shit in it, from what I could tell, like any like mainstream anime
That's
that
Gigas,
is
y'all.
semi
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. Jump Force was fun.
Jump Force was fun.
Honestly,
It could have been. It felt like a beta for what's gonna come out.
Yeah.
a 3-year beta. I'm sorry, that was just rude, but
But no, this game, if it ever like if it's real, if that leak was real and that game actually comes out, then
it's probably gonna be a couple of years because there's a lot of new anime kicking in and people wanting certain demands because I know people follow trends.
that's the thing though. It's a lot of like cult classic anime. Like it's got Dragon Ball characters,
Oh.
Bleach, Naruto. It has like
Oh, so it's like
all the shonen like jump.
if the
ones.
mechanics are
The
right,
good
I'll definitely
shonen.
support
Yeah, the
this.
good shonen.
Not these new, whatever the fuck they're coming out with.
It also has Demon Slayer though. So
Shush.
Like, what the hell is Tanjiro
The
gonna
fuck
do
is Tanjiro gonna
against
do
Frieza?
against
Or
fucking Frieza or fucking Goku? Like, come on, be real.
Preach them to death.
See, the only people that have a chance are like Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
You
think there was
Hell nah,
characters
bro. You
like-
really think Gojo could do anything against fucking someone like Goku or Luffy?
are we really gonna have the argument of Gojo versus Goku right now?
Nah, not yet.
Like,
Later on in life.
bro, like, be real, man. There are some characters that just won't make sense to be in the game.
No, it
just like
doesn't.
fucking Jotaro in Jump Force. Like, I saw a fight with Jotaro and fucking Goku, and I'm like, this makes no fucking sense.
Oh wait, you know what? Remember, there's another game coming out. There's Project L,
Yes.
Oh.
the League of Legends fighting game.
Yes.
Fuck that.
If only it wasn't League of Legends.
You know, it's I don't-
Wait, a fighting game?
Yeah,
like
fighting
League of
game for
Legends
League of
fighting game?
So-
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe.
Okay, since you're not-
maybe, yeah.
okay, let's talk about this real quick. So they showed a preview of it at Evo.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a 2v2. So either one person can play two characters to assist, or you can have an assist. You can do a 2v2. Like literally, one person can play two characters, and two players can play one against the other.
It's basically like another Dragon Ball Fighters because you can do the same thing in there.
Yeah.
Wait, two people can play against each other.
You could have
No.
teams of 3.
No, in Dragon Ball, no. I think what Waluigi is trying to
It's
imply
like
is
doubles and Smash.
like Project L. You can play doubles, and like either one person can manage two people, or two people can manage one person, and it could be a 2v2.
Oh, that's not what it is. No, it's.
It's like tag teamish.
No, I got to correct.
It's like MK9. It's like MK9's tag team.
It's like 'cause you guys have.
Oh, okay.
You guys have seen
I'm sold then.
Fighter Z, right? Like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like it's still gonna be 1v1 all the time, but one
Yeah.
person's waiting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you have a second
And
person,
that
they're
could,
just waiting.
that could either be yourself or another player.
Yeah, and it's basically Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but like
I just wish you could
minus
switch whenever.
I believe you can. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you? Okay.
It's gonna be. I believe it's gonna be free since it's from Riot.
Free?
League of Legends.
Free
But
to
I-
play. Yeah.
I like
I can't
free.
get confirm it
play.
So
That's not a good sign.
That's free to fuck someone up.
That is not a good
it's
sign.
promoting because you know they're gonna buy skins and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got hella money. It's fine.
So like they showed Darius, they showed Echo, they showed
Yasuo.
Yes, I forgot who else they showed.
Yasuo.
But it's
Yasuo
all
looks
like it is
nice.
all the characters from League.
No, no.
I think
You
it's
can-
gonna be
there's like
specifics.
how many characters are there in League? 150 something.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna go that far.
No, it's
I think
like
they'll-
That would be a big
I think
ass
they'll start-
roster.
I think they'll start off with 12 and expand from there.
I want Viego as DLC.
Oh my god. Then there's Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know when the hell that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
That has a lot of potential though.
We'll see.
I would get it just for like childhood's sake. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm sure I
I think we
played
all
one
would.
before. Yeah, like it's one of those games that like I'm pretty sure I played it back in the day, but I also played like a Naruto one, and I don't give a fuck about Naruto. like,
Oh good, I'm glad you didn't play Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, Naruto X Bart.
Yeah,
fuck,
fuck
no,
Naruto.
no, anything Boruto, I
Cyber Connect
extra
I'm not
hate.
fond with because of this.
No, but there's a lot of like miscellaneous fighting games that I played. Where like I know there was a Naruto one. There was probably some others, Smash. That like I'm sure I played some kind of Budokai something.
Oh,
or if
yeah.
it's not that one, I know I played another one because they're all the same.
Because there's like 4 Budokais, and if you include Ultimate as well. So the 4th one, I think, is now following up with the current timeline.
I know there's one on the PSP that I played. I don't know what it was.
Shin Budokai.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
That one was okay. I had it on like a pirated PSP.
As you should. But yeah, it's like the season of fighting games are kicking in this year.
Yeah.
This year, bro, every year. Like
Nah, I wouldn't
No.
say nah. Last year,
I think
nah.
FGC just thrives. It like
I
every
think
release,
Last
everything
year
stays
was
high.
kind of lackluster.
Yeah, last year was kind of lackluster. I would agree to that point, but this year, like, it's been really kicking up a notch to where you have Street Fighter 6 that came out in June. Then a month later, we have the very first trailer of Mortal Kombat, and of course, it's going to be called Mortal Kombat 1 instead of Mortal Kombat 12.
Thank God.
Tekken 8 is scheduled to come out this year. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising is coming out this year. We have Under Night In-Birth System Celeste, which has been announced this year,
It's the
but it's
System
coming out early 2024. So this year, and then of course maybe 6 months into next year is going to be a really good time to be in fighting games.
It's gonna be crazy. Like you just got to pick your poison,
You
or
gotta
just
pick your top
Mortal
tiers.
Kombat.
or just get drunk in it. One of those two have to apply.
What do we think of the designs in Mortal Kombat 1?
You know,
Good.
they're
I like
tolerable.
it. I
They're
like it.
tolerable. Like Geras, even though he looks a lot thinner than he did like last game, it's good character change.
I don't know. I think when I look at it, I'm like they're all so boring. You look at like MK9.
It could be the color.
Dude,
all
MK9,
like-
I'm telling
MK9
you
is the
right
best one.
fucking now,
Yes.
MK9 is the best Mortal Kombat
It
that
is.
they've ever came out with. That is, they peaked.
They had
They
Kratos.
fucking peaked. Yeah, and they had Kratos.
They had Kratos.
Yeah,
That is
I agree.
Mortal
I don't know,
Kombat
like-
9 peaked.
Like when I look at Scorpion and Sub Zero and like Mortal Kombat 1, I'm like, they're just 2 Asian dudes.
yeah, bro, like, I'm tired of
was
seeing.
Japanese this whole time.
No, I know, but I'm tired of
No,
seeing
I know,
that whole,
but like they don't have any like Scorpion is like yellow and like skulls and fire and a chain. Like I don't really see all that.
Yeah.
And then Sub Zero is like
Ice.
ice and blue, whatever. Like
it's not the same.
they just look like 2 dudes.
Yeah.
That got mad.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Two dudes just slap a color
it's
palette
not
on
funny.
each other and just. Oh, now I'm Sub Zero.
Everything's been toned down to a reasonable amount, or at least I think they're just trying to follow with gameplay.
I don't know.
It looks like they're more focused on gameplay this time.
the gameplay
Yeah.
looks good. It
The
looks really
gameplay looks awesome,
good.
but
I just want to look awesome while I'm doing it.
yeah,
Good
Like-
points. That's why they invented mods.
True. Like if I were to get it on
they're gonna.
PC, I would just
You know they're gonna come out with skins in that game, bro.
yeah. But the base skins gotta be
The base skins
somewhat
suck.
good.
I mean, but that's probably why they're making all the characters' base skins suck. So that when they come out with the
So you can
new
buy the good
skins, so you
ones.
could actually buy the new ones, because that's
Same
literally
with Street
all.
Fighter.
That's all these fucking companies love to do. It's like, we're gonna make it look boring, and then we're gonna come out with something really fucking cool. It's like,
for me,
Same
like
with
come on,
Street
dude.
Fighter.
stop fucking doing that.
from like the cosplay point of view, I always go for like I want characters to look cool.
Yeah.
Like that's how I view everything. That's why I like Devil May Cry. That's why I like what I like, because everyone's just so just cool. Like,
Like if you look cool, you just have that. You're inviting more people to fucking play the game.
yeah, like that's what gets me into more stuff. Like I joked about it before, how like if a character's hot, I'm gonna be into it. But like genuinely, if a character looks good, I'm gonna be into it.
Yup.
So right now with Mortal Kombat 1, I'm excited for the DLC. Everything else, I don't give a fuck about. Like all the main characters in the main roster, I don't give a shit. They look so. I like Baraka. He looks neat. But everyone else.
I'm
is
interested in the story.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I'm interested in the story just because of how they changed everything, and now Raiden isn't even like
He's not Raiden anymore.
he's not Raiden.
He's just a student.
He's just a student. So it's like, what the fuck?
Did you see the fatality of like spaghettifying someone?
That was so cool.
It's so
It
funny.
was so funny, but it was
It's
so fucking
funny.
cool.
Bro, they were trying to hype up Kung Lao, but he's a side character.
Why?
That's sad.
He's
Yeah.
so cool.
It's like the great Kung Lao is still Kung Lao.
When he tossed the fucking hat and he just like bounced off Sub-Zero's fucking back, I was like, come on now.
Yeah,
Please.
the rubber hat.
Don't do that.
yeah,
Don't do
like
that
they
to
made
him.
the aftermath like ending cinematic. It's like, oh yeah, you are Kung Lao. I'm gonna train you how to be great. A great side piece is what you are, but like, it's just depressing.
You guys saw the fatalities already, right?
yes.
Yes.
They really
I saw some of them. I haven't seen all of them.
they put money into it. That's how you know it's gonna be a good Mortal Kombat game. Is because they put like a good budget into the fatality.
They're all so ugly though.
That's okay. Tanya's the only one I find ugly. Darius' skin is pretty good. Like as a cameo.
Isn't
I-
Smoke in it too?
Yes.
See, that's how dog shit it is.
Smoke?
I love Smoke. He's so fucking cool. But he
Wait,
looks
Smoke
like
is
dog
in it?
shit. Yes,
I
exactly.
didn't
You
even
don't
see-
even know because they all look the same.
What the fuck?
You did not see the trailer?
I mean,
For
I saw
Smoke?
the trailer, but like I didn't fucking recognize it was him.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like you have to be recognized with something
Show
I
the
love about
show the
Smash.
people,
Like,
Joe.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Let me see this shit, man.
bro, like with Smash,
look.
they go for like the iconic designs. They go for like, oh, you're gonna know this character just on like its silhouette, like game design wise.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But with this, everyone's literally just they're all nothing.
Yeah, Smoke is in the game, my guy.
and he looks lame.
let me see this shit. The fuck? What is it?
Right?
The only cool feature I like is just the fact he has a Krambit knife. That's pretty much it.
He's emo.
He's white.
They made him emo.
I mean, I can now like now I'm looking at it. Yeah, like it looks like Smoke, but it's like
I like the Smoke with he has like longer hair or something, and
Yes.
I think it's MK9.
yes,
Um,
MK9. Always going back to MK9. The best one.
We get it. But yeah, you're right.
The best one.
So good. If we had it right now, I'd play it right now. So good.
At least what's his name? At least Johnny Cage looks really fucking badass in this one.
I don't know
Yes,
about
I
that.
agree.
Yeah, like I said, I do like how they comp.
At least like how he fights and like,
he has no projectile.
well, I mean that's fine, but like
He's Rushdown.
My man.
he just, I don't know. He just has a better presence than he did before, in my opinion. Because I never really give a fuck about Johnny Cage.
Yeah, you can do 3 nut punches
but
in a row.
but this one, I'm like, yeah, I might play him a little bit.
You could literally do like 3 nut punches in a row.
Good.
It's terrible. And plus, the star power is what hypes him up to extend certain combos.
I like the. I don't know if it's I don't think it's a fatality. It might be a fatality, but I like when he, the move where he grabs the camera and just smashes it on.
Oh, that's a X-ray or a fatal
that's an
blow.
X-ray, right?
That's a fatal blow. Like
Bro,
you
that
see,
shit- that
you see
shit was
someone like
so
showing the
badass.
likes and such, like a Instagram feed.
That shit was fucking awesome.
It is.
Like they really knocked it out of the park with that one, in my opinion. That's why I want to play Johnny Cage in this
Do
one.
we have any more predictions? Who else? Because I know some people are demanding Reptile at least since it's been a
Bro.
minute.
Bro, just
Go
give me
for it.
new, bro.
Yes.
And I swear to God,
I mean, they can. I mean, if they bring back Reptile, of course, you know his design is gonna be, changed.
I think it's gonna be more human
it's
More
definitely gonna look
human.
more human.
Yeah,
I know
more
for
human
sure. It's
because-
gonna
Look what
more
they did
human.
with Melina. They made her like her mouth like open more.
because of the
Yeah.
disease that she's having.
yeah, but
Yeah.
still, it's like it's more monstrous. So I think with Reptile, they could make him.
They didn't give her enough tits though.
They could make him more
Oh my
reptilian.
god, you not wrong.
They didn't give her enough tits. I need her to have more tits.
This guy.
I
didn't give
do
Reptile
like
tits.
the relationship that she has with Kitana though in this game. It looks interesting.
'Cause there's-
Kitana seems like I want to help you, but bitch is not having it. So
But she's also in a relationship with Tanya. Or
oh, here we fucking go.
yes,
Wait, Tanya?
yes.
Okay, all right. I'm fine with that. I actually wanted Tanya in the game.
But
You really said
I was gonna say
Well, they're hot.
with Reptile, I do like his design in MKX. His design it was good. So if they do bring him back, of course he's gonna have a, another design overhaul, relook and whatnot, which is completely fine. But Reptile coming back would be good. Who else? Because we don't have. I don't think we're gonna have like special forces there, like Sonya Blade as a main, as a character in it, or Kano, because I think they're going to be more of just cameo characters, so they're not going to be like included into the story of Mortal Kombat. But I think it's just going to focus more on Earthrealm from like Liu Kang's point of view, from the White Lotus, where you have Kung Lao and Raiden, and then of course you're going to have Outworld, where that focuses on the characters from Outworld, and then of course Edenia. I think it's just going to be revolved around just those three aspects of just the universe of Mortal Kombat 1, which I'm interested in seeing. And as for characters, if they do bring back, I have a feeling they may bring back some characters back from the Mortal Kombat Deception, Deadly Alliance, and Armageddon days. I think they'll slowly bring a few in just to add them into the story. That's just my prediction. But we've already seen, who the next guest characters are. Quan Chi's coming back. Ermac is coming back. Takeda,
Wait, did you say Ermac?
Yeah, Ermac's in the
Ermac.
same DLC with Homelander.
He looks like he does look low-key ugly. Fair warning.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like Ermac's design.
Whatever. I'm just gonna wait for the skin. I don't care. He's back. I have one of my boys. I'm
look
just
it
waiting
up.
for Noob.
Just look it up, for the love of God. You're gonna
Yeah.
at least be
don't think
disappointed
he
now
looks
on
that bad.
podcast so we can see it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think Reptile is like not confirmed, but like the most likely they would also add.
Yeah.
If
Whether
he
it's
isn't,
DLC or not,
it'll definitely be a cameo.
I think he would.
Oh,
he's
wait, that
definitely-
was
like
him?
if Smoke is
Yep.
in the main roster, then yeah,
The one next to
Reptile.
Omni Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking recognize him because these fucking people just don't know how to make good fucking designs.
That's what I'm
They said,
saying.
"Oh, Mortal Kombat 9, yeah, we're gonna do it here, and then we're just gonna go downhill from there." These fucking people, bro, they suck. Who the hell gave the green light to this shit,
That's why I told you, look it up now, so at least
God,
the
they're
disappointment
so
can be presented.
bro? They need to be fucking fired, bro. These people suck.
That's what I'm saying. They need to look.
The only
good.
people that keep their jobs are the ones that actually like do shit for microtransactions. So obviously the skin's gonna look way better than that piece of shit.
I feel like if we go to Evo together, you're going to go for Ed Boon specifically.
God damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared for Noob.
No, I'm honestly scared. Like,
I'm so fucking scared for Noob. He's gonna look like
his
shit.
shadow is gonna look cooler than him.
But yeah,
Damn.
fuck.
You're right though.
God,
You might be right.
telling
Don't worry.
you,
We
bro.
got 1 month and I would say 2 weeks until MK1.
Yeah.
So at least the disappointment can arrive a little bit faster now.
I'm already disappointed, bro.
And also, we'll be competing in CEO Taco. Are you competing in it too?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I am
I'll
too.
talk. Compete.
What, with
I don't think
Mortal
I'll have
Kombat?
enough time to
Yeah.
get.
5 days before CEO Taku.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Damn.
I am sacrificing.
Yeah,
all
that's
my-
gonna be it's gonna be 5 days of fucking hell.
You're gonna see us
grinding.
either labbing together or just us cussing each other out. One of those two are gonna happen.
Yeah, CO Otaku's gonna be crazy
Yes.
for
Mortal
with
Kombat
Mortal
1.
Kombat. Like,
Yeah,
because
they're-
no one's gonna know shit.
But the
No.
funniest thing is, originally the first one was gonna be in Connecticut for what was it?
East Coast Throwdown?
But JaVale's like, you know what? We're gonna do it at an anime fighting game tournament. We're adding this. That and Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. Because why not?
Because that man could flex. I love Jabali. He does what he wants, and it works it works out well. But I feel like the one thing is it's going to be extremely packed, more than usual.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Best to get emergency deodorant, a smaller book bag, and
Pepper
hands.
Pepper spray.
No, they do security checks.
All right. So our next topic I want to get into is your gaming pet peeves. Adam, we want to know, what are your gaming pet peeves? What are some things that just annoy you when it comes to gaming? Let it all out. Let us hear it.
And like I said, with Mortal Kombat, I care a lot about designs.
I think
like, how
yeah,
they
I
look.
think we touched on that
Bro.
already.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like even when like I'm in a fighting game, say someone like disrespects you, they teabag, whatever. I don't really give a fuck because for me it's like But that's more like a life thing. Like if anyone's ever like mean to you, if anyone's ever like disrespectful, I don't care. I'll take it as like an opportunity to be better than them, because that's how my life is. I live off of spite. I make full cosplays out of spite. I think I told you before, Doom Guy was out of spite
Oh yeah.
towards this guy, which is hilarious.
That's still that is okay.
hilarious. But like I just like being better than people. So when someone does like something that would be annoying or like typical things that would annoy me, I don't get annoyed. I get more motivated. I get more like even if like say they disrespect me in a game and completely shit on me, I'm like, okay, I have to get better then, because if not, this one loser is gonna stay better than me and keep the disrespect. That
Yeah.
way, in some cycle, I can end up finding them again, do the same thing to them. But I don't know. It's less annoyance, more just fueled by hate, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a good way to live.
Yeah. Soto said, "Let the hatred flow."
Exactly. The hatred makes you play better. I've never once beaten someone like in a game fueled by like we're having fun. No. I'm gonna kill you. Like it's
Can't be me.
no, I've always like I put my hatred into it. I'm like I will hate you for the next 2.5 minutes while we're fighting, and then dab you up or whatever when we're done, because that's it.
Oh my
But-
god.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, I don't really have pet peeves like that. I don't think I'm as hateful as I am like that in that regard. I'm also very peaceful. Like I
Yes, you are.
I am in a make no enemies era.
I have no enemies.
Yeah,
Watch Vinland Saga.
people can be enemies of me, but I'm not enemies of them. That's how I put it.
Fair enough.
Good points. Well said.
AJ, Waluigi, y'all pet peeves?
What are the latest ones that I have? What are the latest ones you have?
God.
You went to GCX and all this. There had to be something happening in the Destiny community.
There's way too much shit happening in the Destiny community. It's so fucking bad. The state of the
Get into it.
This is your therapy session.
I'm so fucking tired of Bungie. They came out, so whenever they come out with the state of the game, it usually means like big changes are coming. Something like positive is going to happen. The game's going to change. Whatever. Man, and this last, and it happened over the weekend. The state of the game that they came out with was basically nothing but excuses, saying, "Oh yeah, we know this is happening. We'll get to it eventually." Oh yeah, no one's playing this game mode because well, we haven't really improved upon it, so we're not gonna improve upon it because no one wants to play it. It's like, what? oh yeah. We're noticing that people aren't wearing the ritual armor sets that we release once a year. So we're just not gonna make them anymore. But they still release like a fuck ton of skins in the game that you can purchase with real money. So they're saying that they're over delivering with like certain armor sets that are free. Meanwhile, the cash shop has so many fucking skins that I can't even tell you like how much money could be put into just fucking 3 skins. Like all I'm saying is in August 22nd. They're gonna have the showcase for the final shape. If this thing doesn't pop off, because everyone right now is like, bro, the fuck the ground. Like whatever is down there in hell, whatever is beneath hell, that's where everyone is right now. No one has fucking hope for this fucking game. And if August 22nd, if Bungie doesn't pop off with the showcase, oh my god, I don't even know.
Play Mortal Kombat the next day.
I don't even know what to tell you, man. Cause that shit is scaring me. Cause like if the past 10 years is gonna end like this, dog, I swear to God, next year at GCX, I will go to. Okay, so at GCX they had a Bungie booth that you could go in. You have to sign a waiver, and you only have like, I don't know, maybe 60 fucking seconds to say something nice to Bungie.
I know that was difficult for you.
My friends were telling me, bro, leave them alone, because they already have me. They already have me blocked on Instagram.
No
and
way.
Yes, they're
No way.
Bungie.
Yeah, they do.
What did you
the
do?
game, the official game
didn't he do?
Instagram
What
has me blocked on and they have me blocked on Twitter because they can't take fucking
Twitter
criticism. Yes, they can't take fucking criticism.
What did you say?
Bro, I said make the game fucking better. You're making you're literally, I mean, a little
That was
worse
the
than
nicest
that.
thing you said.
I'm saying it very nicely, but I'm saying their skins are dog shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you guys are putting more effort into your fucking trailers instead of the fucking game. But then you're gonna get offended when I say that shit and block me. What?
That's crazy.
Wait, what was the
Meanwhile,
nicest?
you get death threats every fucking day from people
Yeah,
that
they
are
block
worse than me, and they don't fucking block. They don't do shit to them. But yeah, no, let's block this guy because he's being annoying in the
He's being
comments.
controversial.
Like, I want the game to be better, bro. I want the best for the fucking
Hold
game.
your
but
thoughts, AJ. What did you tell him in person? Is what I want to know.
I didn't tell him anything in person. I saw the Bungie devs standing like 20 feet away from me, and I'm like, whoa. There's two things I could do. I could tell you to fuck off, or I could punch the shit out of you right now. But I don't want to get kicked out.
That's the last thing you want.
But I was having such a good time at GCX. So I'm like, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ignore Bungie, and I'm just gonna watch people play, and I'm gonna interact with other people who enjoy the game as much as I do, and that's what I did. I got to meet some of the streamers. I got to meet Dado. I got to meet My Name Is Bive, and I was very very happy with that.
good.
So. Like, avoiding Bungie was literally the best thing that I could have
I
done.
can't believe they blocked you. That's so funny.
Yes.
That's so fucking funny.
And sometimes like I'll be on I'll be in my group chat with my clan, and they'll send something
It's like, oh,
and
I
it
can't
says post unavailable, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, oh, it's from the Destiny Instagram. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I have to go on like my
Burner account.
my burner account, go see what they posted. It's like, oh, they posted that shit.
then you're just gonna post something
I'm not
controversial?
fucking surprised they posted that.
That's hilarious.
I don't know.
We got a question in the chat from Feline Man 007. Ask AJ if he's gonna play Destiny 2 again for the quintillionth time.
Dude. Yes.
Go home and play today.
Yes. I mean, look, I haven't played it in a good while. Like, I get on it.
Oh my
I shit you
God.
not. I literally, the only thing I do now, I get on the game and I look at my characters because I analyze everything that they're wearing. So when when I print my shit or send the recommendations to the person I commissioned for my cosplay, that's mainly what I do. Like, I just look at them and I'm like, damn, they look so fucking cool. Like, I can't play the game because it sucks, but at least I look cool. But
Bungie's never gonna see your cosplay.
oh no, they will. Oh, they fucking will. Next year, next year GCX, they're gonna be there again, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try to go to other conventions that have them in it, and I want them to see my Titan, my Warlock, my Hunter, and obviously they're gonna be like, oh, you look cool, because of course I'm gonna look fucking cool. They're like, so you like the game that much? I'm like, yeah, I love the game. Please make it fucking better. There's a reason why I'm cosplaying this shit. There's a reason why I'm getting a whole fucking sleeve done. You guys have the potential and you're not seeing it.
I'm trying to put this in layers. So you love a game that keeps fucking up, so you're cosplaying them just to terrorize them, just to show them how much you
You see what I mean about cosplaying with hate?
Yes.
It's awesome.
There's like 5 layers into this madness I see.
It's so much, because here's the thing. Aside from all the stupid shit that Bungie is putting the community through, the game itself, not just the gameplay, but the lore, dude.
The
I
lore
would
is-
argue, and I cannot go into the lore because I'll be here all day.
You're gonna bore us.
Yeah, I'll put you guys to sleep for sure. But the lore is so fucking
I'm not wrong.
good.
You're right.
I would argue it is the one of the greatest stories ever told, whether it's like in any platform.
They have novels that are just
It's
thicker than
so
Bibles.
it's so fucking good. And like when you know like so much about the lore, you see the potential and it's like, fuck, we could have so much with this. But
Fueled by hate.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. So at this point, I'm gonna wait until Final Shape comes out. I will finish it, and I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Are you gonna announce your retirement or keep playing of Destiny 2?
I don't know. I can't say shit right now. I'm just taking a break. The next season starts next month, I think.
You have a situationship with Destiny.
Right now, I do.
It's
Yeah,
a love-hate relationship. What you want about?
it's a very, very, yeah, love.
It's like you're trying to get them. They're trying to get you to sign the divorce papers. Where you're like, no, I want to see you.
I need to see it through. Like it's
There's still hope.
It's about to be 10 years. I cannot.
10 years.
Yes, I started D1 day one, and I'm like,
yeah, you did.
yeah, fuck it. You know, like I started not thinking much of it. Taken King came out. I'm like, shit, holy fuck. Rise of Iron came out. Destiny 2, fucking Forsaken. I was like, fuck, I need to see this through. And now that everything's supposedly coming to an
You're
end,
too deep.
I'm in too deep.
done.
I can't. I have to see it through.
I'm laughing at Feel man. They're like AJ talking about Destiny 2's lore is like Ken discovering men in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so much to it, bro. But I haven't played it. I haven't been playing it for a whole month now. So just taking a break. And
You're going cold turkey is what that sounds like.
I am going cold turkey. It's
Good.
a little depressing because like I have fun playing it, but it's also like it feels nice not playing it.
Yeah, you save a lot of time and energy and resources.
Yeah.
To
But
to get into real games like fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Genshin Impact.
that's what I've been doing. Every time I do get on my PS5, I'll just probably get on
Genshin.
no, not Genshin. Fuck Genshin.
Finally, he
I
said it.
play Street Fighter. So
The real man's fighting game.
I'll just get on that.
I'm
Yeah.
so fucking proud.
But I'm just saying, bro. Those employees at Bungie over the weekend, they were lucky. They were lucky as fuck because I wanted to say some shit.
They're lucky as fuck.
They were lucky.
They'll rue this day.
Nah, but next year, I got them next year. No worries.
Oh,
All right, I got a gaming pet peeve before we wrap this up, and it's pretty simple. Honestly, it's me and Waluigi, we've had this conversation last podcast last week, and it's about the whole argument between modern and
Yes.
classical controls and whatnot. Listen, if you have not been paying attention to Evo right now, Street Fighter 6, we have one person with modern controls in top 6.
it's a modern Chun-Li. Make this even better.
Yes.
Chun-Li is a technical character that requires a lot of patience, skill, and certain setups.
Not anymore.
But the fact, well, still technical with a few different movements and such. But the fact that it's a modern player, a lot of people are freaking out over this.
Yeah.
It's like they made the game easier for a reason. Use the mechanics, take advantage of what you can, because there's not much of a handicap. It's just generally supported.
Yeah, you're as I mentioned that it's literally it's a trade off when you're using modern controls. You're literally trading off most of your moves and damage for better reaction, less inputs that you have to input, and yeah, it's just more simplified. So now the scary thing is a person that's using modern controls, but they know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, it's
That
from-
is scary.
Okay, Hatani is the person.
Yeah. And even here at Flynn's, people will tell you, like, when they go up against my modern Zangief, it's scary because it's just like, we know what you're doing, and it's like, if we get close to this guy, he's going to command grab us.
I wonder who had to fight him like his second week of using it.
Yeah, I fucking know. I fucking know.
And you saw it too when we
Yeah.
dealing with him. Yeah, that was scary.
Modern, honestly, modern wasn't even like.
I don't
Like
think
I
it's
was
much of a
still, I
problem.
was having, and you saw that I was like struggling with that. I'm like, let me go back to classic, but it wasn't like that bad because when I went back home and I tried modern, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. It's just like having to relearn shit, but I still prefer classic.
Yeah, it's all player preference and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
I was also going to back that up because some people might blame modern controls, but some people can blame the matchup knowledge. They'll say, yeah, this character is freaking broken. Or, why is this character so invincible?
Yeah.
And not want to practice a matchup and will complain.
Yeah.
Like people call out Jacko from Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I sound more like Herbs, but I understand his passion now.
Yeah, well, for me, my pet peeve was over on a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and it's like almost either every day or at least every other day someone's complaining about modern controls. And I'm just like, if you're still losing to a person that's using modern controls, it's not them, it's you.
Yeah, you're getting outplayed.
Skill issue.
Like legit getting outplayed.
Skill issue, bro.
And granted, yeah, I'm using a character like Zangief who doesn't have a lot of versatility since I'm using modern controls. But if you lose to my modern Zangief and you are using classic, or you're using classic controls and you're using Zangief and I ended up beating you, that's a skill issue. Take
Yeah.
the L. Don't
Yeah.
come and
He's telling me I suck.
You just started Street Fighter.
Yeah, I know.
Be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
No, see-
I
and
think
then I love when they want to get into like an argument with me about me using modern controls, like, oh, you're not that good, or when I'm like, bro, I'm just playing the game for the hell of it until Mortal Kombat 1 drops.
Literally.
I'm literally having fun with the game, like, because there's nothing that I enjoy more than robbing people at level 3 and then seeing them rage quit. That brings me joy. I want to do more of that. I literally play Street Fighter 5 to be a fucking menace, to be a villain. I am not trying to be this, super awesome pro player at this game. I'm not trying to place high at majors or local tournaments. I'm literally there to be a fucking troll. I am a menace. Same reason why when I play Call of Duty, I'm that guy that has 2 claymores camping in the fucking corner. That's me. I play scrubby, okay? I like making people I like to hear people get mad. I love the salt. I relish in it. And I don't give a damn what people say because I'm having a good time.
Damn, I was too late. I was trying to get that violin in chord, that violin chord that where people are playing after a supervillain has their speech.
the Homelander violin.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Well, when you clip it, you can add it on.
Say less.
Clip it, add it on, and, post it or whatnot. But it's just like, bro, I get so annoyed with it. It's like, oh, this is just so annoying. But it's just like, what? I'm not going to keep entertaining them online because I don't care. Because
We
here's the
play
thing.
bottom tier. Of course, people are gonna bitch about it.
Yeah, and not only that, I'm not going to run from you. Like, if you want to run the set, fine, we'll run the set. But you can be like, ha, you see, I win. I'm like, okay, and you think I'm going to feel some type of way about it? No. But
Yeah,
if
you're
I
playing
can
modern
get,
controls, who cares?
but if I can get into your head, if I can bait you into doing shit that's going to give me the advantage, that's where I know I'm going to win.
I feel attacked.
Like, I'm going to rush you. I'm going to drive rush you. You're in the corner. I'm like, okay, I have a few options with this. I'm going to want you to jump, like jump, 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 jump. And if you don't jump and I got level 3, good. I'm going to get real close. And then as soon as you try to jump and then get on the ground, I'm busting at level 3 or wake up level 3.
Oh my god, I remember that happened to me 5 times in a row in one of our matches, and I just kept jumping anyways because I was in panic mode.
Exactly.
That
That's-
shit was funny.
Exactly. That's why I play the way I play, because I want you to do something to where you're gonna fuck up and I'm gonna take advantage. I like robbing people online. It is fun. I have fun with this game. And then when Mortal Kombat comes, that's when I'll take it a little bit seriously. Same thing with Grand Blue. I'll take it a little bit seriously. But Street Fighter 6, I'm having fun with the game. So I don't give a shit what anyone online, whether it's on Reddit or on Facebook groups, say about modern controls. If you're losing to a person using modern controls, get fucking good. That's it.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Literally.
Because you're still playing with the fighting game mindset. You're still thinking of taking advantage of someone for
Yeah.
making a mistake. That's how games are played. That's how they're all played. All of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how exactly it is for Street Fighter because I haven't played the new one yet. But it's probably just as respectable because of how you're talking about it.
Yeah.
In games like Guilty Gear, where there's stylish versus technical, I hate stylish mode.
They got rid of that in Strive.
Good, because someone that I play against in Guilty Gear doesn't know how to play the fucking game and plays on stylish mode. and it's literally you mash one button and it does every button. I'm pretty sure Street Fighter is a little different. It's not as like baby proof.
No,
it's still like a way to. It's more accessibility.
You
like
have options
you
like
can do less.
1, 2, 3, then you can sort your buttons out if you really want to do that.
Yeah, like that sounds more. It's just more accessibility for like
Literally.
modern players. Whereas Guilty Gear Xrd, they got the baby mode. Looking at you.
Ouch. Yeah, I think we're on the same level of pet peeves.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally getting outplayed if you lose to a modern and you're taking it with heat. Like, if you're overheated at, like, oh yeah, I lost to a modern game player, they're so cheap. Take it with a grain of salt. Learn the basic matchups at least.
Yeah.
Because compared to Classic, it's a lot more simpler.
Yeah.
It'd be a different story if he was like mashing. Like if you're just mashing in modern mode, then like you're probably still gonna get tossed around.
Yeah,
but the fact that he's even saying like I'm waiting for you to jump so I can do this, like he's still thinking, he's still doing the game how it's intended.
Yeah,
So
same thing with Ryu.
in that regard, I have
You
no
can, like,
issue.
forward, I think they changed, like, heavy, light, medium. You could forward, like, medium, and it's like a uppercut. You can anti-air the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I got cooked by a modern Ryu, actually. I took it with a grain of salt because I'm still learning the game, or at least feeling my character out.
Mm-hmm.
But it did teach me the simplicities of modern. I respected that.
And then yeah, even if it's like modern versus classic, say like win or lose, whatever happens. Like if I'm playing classic and you're playing modern, and you wax the floor with me, yes, skill issue, but I have a little less respect for you.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, just on the notion of like it could have been cooler if you did classic, just on the merit of it being a bunch of fucking buttons to do the same thing.
Like a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here to be a villain. I'm here to terrorize, and I'm just here to get the salt. I'm embracing my villain era.
I feel like every Floridian or South Floridian involved in something are terrorists.
We got that Florida in us.
No, literally. I'm talking about, like, the Strive community is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Street Fighter community.
We're just
I wonder how everyone did in Evo.
we're just like that.
Still going on, no?
Well, we'll have to do an episode with them on a Monday night. So
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah, because I have a couple of people in mind that I would like to invite and just to, get their feedback on Evo. So maybe not Monday coming up, but maybe next week Monday.
Doable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, pet peeves, I don't think I have too many. I guess, like, certain game developers having lack of communication. Like, oh, yeah, new game release. They're like, hey, here's this. Good luck.
DNF duel.
It's not lack
That's
of
Arxis,
communication.
literally.
And if it's not lack of communication, it's very just being
It's blocking
like
you on
out of
Instagram.
touch with your community. And sometimes you just shut up.
Yeah, without
Honestly.
mentioning Bungie, but literally Arxis actually, like, no one knows what they're going to do, but they had, like, some people mentioned that they're going to talk about something in Evo. They have to for Season 3.
Yeah.
Because it's the second year, nothing new has really happened, no new characters. Well, last season there was only, like, what, 2 characters?
No, last season was season 2 because no, you had
Oh, I'm sorry, Asuka, Bridget, and...
I think
Testament,
there's still a character coming out.
Sin. That's 4.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think they still have another like
And-
a mystery slot. Like they're still gonna announce something.
Yeah.
I would imagine they do it at Evo, but
Then MK1, like, now NetherRealms is active because they were forced to. Because all it took was one shareholder to say, hey, are you guys going to have Mortal Kombat or not? And then they're like, oh, yeah, it's coming up. And I know Ed Boon was steaming because he was going to wait for another year and a half or something.
Yeah.
Because that man plays games. He is like the biggest troll in the gaming community. It's the funniest thing. I love it. But yeah, Arxis, they just randomly announced Uni.
I'm excited for that.
Arxis didn't even mention, or the DBFZ like developers that barely just like, oh yeah, we got patched, but thank you for those waiting for the rollback, and it's been like over a year.
Yeah.
Uni 2 came before the DBFZ rollback. Even Sam Show is going to be coming out soon,
Yep.
even though it's been a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, more games are getting more announced than Dragon Ball Fighter Z having rollback, so people can play online. That's irony at its finest.
It definitely is.
That's why I say Arxis lacks a lot of like communication. But then they do provide good things over time.
Yes. That
but they're
much
so
I
good.
will
love
agree
Arxis.
with.
They're so
Must be nice.
everything they do.
Arxis is random, for sure, when it comes to like communication. But gameplay, game-wise, they're really good.
So clean. So
Except for
smooth.
DNF.
Yeah.
DNF, they kind of just like
Abandoned.
dropped the ball completely.
Yeah.
It felt like it was so like hyped for a little bit, DNF.
Yeah,
And then it just dropped off the face of the planet. I haven't seen anything DNF in a long
I
time.
looked at Steam for Dungeon Fighters, like the actual game it's based off of, and it has so many mixed reviews. It's so funny. Because that's where DNF Duel came from.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a lot of weird inconsistencies, but the games actually have a lot of like promotion. They can promote for sure, but execution is where it gets awkward.
I think the last thing I ever saw of DNF was that Virgil mod over one of the characters.
Oh yeah, Ghostblade.
So cool.
Spectre
I
was,
have that.
Yeah, I've
Dude.
seen you post about it. It's so cool.
Spectre was like a new character for over a year.
Yeah.
And then they nerfed the one character that got extremely nerfed again, which was Swiftmaster.
Yep.
Because I'm still theorizing that since Blue Linky's won it, who's the best Swiftmaster in the world, he's like, yeah, I played my ass off so good they had to nerf my character. I'm still thinking that's 100% true.
You know, that might be a pet peeve of mine. Just tier lists in general, and like characters being like people will be like, oh, how are you playing that character, the bottom tier, or whatever. Like they'll shit on bottom tiers in games.
Yeah,
But then those same people will get waxed.
yeah.
Like,
Buy the bottom tiers.
yeah, because like in Smash 4, I used to main Roy, and he was dog shit. But I would do like the dumbest things that people would fall for because they're just stupid. Like I was playing at like a lower level, but like people would complain. They'd be like, oh, that you're doing like ghetto combos. I'm like, it's a combo that's working.
Yeah.
I would throw them down bait in like an air dodge and just charge a forward smash and just wait,
That's funny.
and then they would land and die, and it was the best because I don't play like a mash or anything either. Like my movement's insane in Smash. I go crazy, so I'll do all that, and then the simplest thing of just waiting for them to air dodge, and boom, they're gone. So then Roy himself, he got buffed in Smash Ultimate, and now he's top tier. Now everybody's playing my character,
Honestly, I don't know who's playing who anymore. It's Minecraft Steve, actually.
bro. Fuck off. Minecraft. I hate Minecraft Steve. Like, I wouldn't hate him as much if he was more fun to play. But I've tried playing him. I'm like, this is playing a different fucking game. I'm playing Minecraft now. Like, I'm not playing Smash anymore. So I'm like, this is not the same. I can't even. And then like, the shit he does in Smash is game breaking. Like, it's shit that you can't do with any other character mechanic wise. It's not. He's unfinished, if anything. He's not
Yeah.
polished in the slightest. So when people like I will complain about a Steve, because if you play a Steve and do really good in a tournament, whatever, most of the time you're probably taking advantage of the fact that he's broken. Like,
Hell yeah.
if you played an honest Steve, that's different, but he gets a lot less good when you play an honest Steve. Like, he pops off with his glitches. It's stupid. It's the dumbest shit.
Yeah, then there's Kazuya.
Kazuya's cool.
People are afraid of actual real fighting game characters.
Yeah.
In Smash.
Like, I have a history of fighting games. Like, I can do like the combos and everything too, but because it's Smash, they make it more accessible. They have like their own like built-in modern mode that you just press it like a button.
Yeah.
Kazuya's a little different though. Like Terry and the other fighting game ones, it's easier. But with Kazuya, there's a lot more like mechanical ones.
Yeah, I played Ryu and Smash. I played around. I'm like, so you just do forward quarter circle A for an actual Hadouken instead of forward smash? I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Bro, I hate Steve though. But like, yeah, like back in the day, people would like shit on bottom tiers, and like Ganondorf. Ganondorf has always been a bottom tier every game. He's dog shit. He's the worst, arguably the worst character in the game forever. But sometimes you can cook with him.
Yes.
And I love that. People will say like, "Oh, you need to make the game more balanced and like buff the worst characters." No, you don't, because that makes it more fun. If
Yeah.
I can beat someone's ass with the bottom tier, then I have more fun. But if he's now more viable, then it's like, okay, I beat you honestly.
Ooh, out of spite.
Yeah.
Again.
Because when someone thinks they're tough shit and you humble them, best feeling,
Yes, it is.
best fucking feeling.
Oh,
Well, alrighty. Well, I think we're about to come up on our time. So before we wrap up, Adam, do you have any closing remarks as we wrap up?
In regards to gaming or the podcast, not really, but
Anything.
follow me on social media. I am Adam Red Creations on everything, except for like Reddit, but no one looks at Reddit. But Adam Red Creations everywhere. I make stuff. I'm kind of hot sometimes, so
Nice.
All right. AJ, you have any closing remarks?
I already said what I needed to say.
Say fuck Bungie.
I will continue to say fuck Bungie until they get their shit together.
Fuck Bungie without telling them.
No, I will tell them someday
You're gonna tell them in cosplay.
to their face in cosplay.
You take it off like it's me.
I'm gonna take it off. Fuck you guys. Put it back on. Fuck you guys. No,
Jesus, so dramatic.
no, but I they have what it takes. It's just they have to fucking do it. That's all I have to say.
Waluigi, any closing remarks?
Once again, thank you for being here, Adam. We're so happy to have you. We've been waiting for like a while to
Yeah.
have you.
Hey, you picked
I'm
me at the
actually-
best time on the open schedule.
Wow. Man, I was ready to go.
Oh yeah, fuck Starbucks. Fuck Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fuck
god. Not
Fuck
to-
the corporations.
Not to produce distract, anyways. But yeah, it's great to have you. Great to hear your story.
Yes, great to be.
Looking forward to see what you're doing next afterwards, and see when you're gonna hop on some fighting games or join a local.
Bro, yes, the second I have like internet again, I want to like start labbing again and start
Oh,
like.
we're definitely down to play with you. No question.
Yes.
Like no question. And
If
there's a
this place
whole
wasn't so
community.
far out, I'd be here more.
Yeah. Also, there's NXT, which is like they're open
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah.
Thursdays.
And ROK, Raiders of the Night.
Oh yeah, Rook or Rock.
Yeah, Rock Esports.
Yeah, those are two good places. You're gonna cook. I believe it.
Bro, I stay cooking. I'm still in the kitchen.
All right, and as for me, well, thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in. Adam, thank you again for being a guest on our podcast. We look forward to having you in future episodes. Maybe a group episode to where we can also have Jasmine join you as well. So that way, now we have both of y'all on an episode.
Her name is Cocoville.
Name drop.
Damn, you got real life. You got real life named. You got doxed.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
But yeah. With that, thank you again. And for those that want to get into the fighting game community, listen, I understand if Flynn's is too far for you. That's okay. If you're in the Miami area, there's Raiders of the Night, ROK Esports that you can go to, and then there's Next Level Gaming that you can go to if you're in the Miami area. And if you're in the West Palm area, there's DK Battle Lounge. You can also go there. And then, of course, here in Broward County, you have Flynn's Arcade, which where I'm at now, and, of course, Gamers Heaven. So, yeah, you have options. You know, South Florida is a very strong and thriving region when it comes to fighting game competition. And if you're not good at Street Fighter, there's always another fighting game that you can also be good in. It's just you just pick up a controller and you just find a fighting game that you feel comfortable with, and you'll see where it takes you. So, with that being said, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.